Hey guys, this is Uncle193 and this is Duel 15, I believe. Yeah, it's Duel 15. This is against spartan116. And this is the third deck request duel video. MrKevinCheek made a second request and he wanted me to use the Fury from the Deep structure deck, which is the fourth Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck ever released. And it was really hard for me to find a good duel with this. Usually the opponent, it was one-sided and the opponent easily won. I had a one-sided match twice for me. I had one good duel before this that I wanted to upload, but then I forgot something really important at the end, so I had to find another duel. And in the end, I finally found this duel, and I thought that it was good enough, and I decided to go for it. So my opponent here seems to use like a Lightsworn kind of deck, but with like Cyber Dragon and also Caius, the Shadow Monarch. So it's like a different kind of Lightsworn deck than the standard Lightsworn and the Twilight Lightsworn, even though it might still be Twilight Lightsworn, I just haven't seen that many cards yet. And here I just decided to go Suicide on Kamikaze on Jane to get rid of it. I can always call back my 7-color fish with Call of the Haunted. And he places it face down. And can't really remember what happened next. I recorded this before I went to school earlier today, and then I just got back, so now I'm narrating it because I couldn't do it before. Now, he added Rico to his hand earlier, so I'm expecting that to be Rico Lightsworn Hunter. And I don't want him to use that flip effect against me, and I'm like, yes, I got it. Now I can use the flip effect against him. So I destroy his face down with Rico's ability, and then according to Rico's effect, I mill the top 3 cards in my deck, and that effect also won't be able to be used by him. Now, I summon Space Mambo and attack directly with it. Now, what I could have done is activate Call of the Haunted here to deal 1800 more damage with either Sea Serpent, Warrior of Darkness, or 7-colored fish, but I decided not to, since I didn't expect, seeing as Heavy Storm was already gone, I didn't expect him to like destroy my face down right now. I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it until later, till maybe a little more important, like for defense. Or something. That I really need it. Because now I didn't necessarily need it, it was just for 1800 more damage. Here he tribute summons for Cyber Dragon. Meaning Space Mambo doesn't really stand that much of a chance. And I take 400 damage and well, Space Mambo goes. Too bad. I quite like Space Mambo. It's like a space fishy of the future. Oh, cool. I like that design. Now here I want to get rid of that Cyber Dragon. I discard my Starboy. And then I just summon Mother Grizzly. And Mother Grizzly is like a specific card that when it's sent to graveyard by battle, you can special summon one water monster with 1500 attack or less from your deck in face of attack position. Every attribute has this: Shining Angel for light, Mystic Tomato for dark, UFO Turtle for fire, Flying Kamakiri 1 for wind, and who's it for earth? I can't exactly remember who it is for earth, but yeah. He now banishes a light and a dark from his grave to get a Chaos Sorcerer. And he can do 2 things. Either attack me, inflict 900 damage, and I can activate my effect, or he banishes me, I can't activate my effect, but he doesn't inflict damage either. He decides to go for the attack. Meaning I get to summon a new monster, with water monster with 1500 attack or less, and I just decide to go for another Mother Grizzly. So I can use that effect later as well. Here he was. When I was hosting this duel, I said recording for YouTube, so that the people will know that I'm recording for YouTube. 1, that will not make people angry if they didn't want to be in YouTube, and 2, it might actually have people want to duel me. And I got a lot of like, as soon as I put in recording for YouTube, I get like 5-6 requests in within the first 10-15 seconds. And that means I have a good selection of like people with different ratings and stuff to select from, and I can select what I want. Now here I added Sea Serpent, Warrior of Darkness, and Starboy to my hand, but then Salvage only works with 1500 or less attack. I add Mother Grizzly instead. I made a slight error. Now I normal summon Starboy, because with Starboy on the field, all water monsters gain 500 attack, and all fire monsters lose 400. Starboy is another card that each attribute has. The attribute that monster is from, that attribute gains 500 attack points. All monsters on the field do that. And the opposite attribute, and the opposite of water is fire, loses 400 attack. Fire has this little chimera. I believe Bladefly for wind, Milos Radiant for earth. What are the light and dark ones? Can't exactly remember. Hi. Yeah, I'll explain in a bit. I'm kind of busy right now. Yeah, here the opponent uses Dark Eruption to get Battle Fader back to his hand so he can block another direct attack from me and enter the main phase 2. Which I know is coming, but I'm going to attack him anyway. That way at least he will summon it and he can't use it next turn. I also was able to get rid of his Magic Cylinder using my Heavy Storm spell, which is very helpful. Saved me taking 1900 damage. Here he has another face down, can't remember exactly what it is. But yeah, he only has Battle Fader on the field. I have 2 Mother Grizzlies and Starboy, so I just use Starboy to get rid of the 0 defense Battle Fader. And then with 2 times 1900 attack from Mother Grizzly due to the Starboy boost, I attack him directly. And here he forgets the boost, the 500 points boost that Starboy gives each of my Mother Grizzlies. So he will add that and he'll have 400 life points left. And he doesn't really stand that much of a chance anymore. And I think that me drawing Salvage, that's usually not that helpful of a card, at least for me, but that was my savior, I guess, in this duel. Because it was able to get me Starboy back and Sea Serpent, Warrior of Darkness. And here I win the game. He realizes, or she realizes, that he or she can't do anything much more. I don't know if it's a he or a she. spartan116, if you're watching this duel, and I'm pretty sure you are, just go in the comments and tell me. I don't want to say it wrong. Anyway, this is as I said, this is the Fury from the Deep structure deck. I'm not going to go over every card in detail and why I added it. I just did. Lightning Vortex is a replacement for the banned Tribe Infecting Virus. Mind Control instead of Brain Control, I believe, or Change of Heart. Pretty sure it's Brain Control. Call of the Haunted instead of Premature Burial. And no, pretty sure that those were all the necessary replacements because those 3 cards were banned. So I added in cards that had effects very close to the cards that I got rid of. So Tribe Infecting Virus, I should discard a card and then declare one either type or attribute, and all monsters of that type or attribute are gone. So I decided to go with Lightning Vortex, since that discards a card and then destroys opponent's monsters. Now, another one I thought about is using Cold Enchanter instead of Lightning Vortex, because that also discards a card, but it didn't really destroy, so I decided to go for Lightning Vortex. Alright guys, that was duel number 15. KevinCheek, thanks for your request. As your request is now on YouTube, you can make a new deck request when you want that. Right guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.